Antoine, which superstar's got a better chance of taking over as the league's best player? Is it Giannis or is it Zion?
Well, right now, I don't think neither guy can take over the NBA. And hear me out. I think you got to start with Zion. I would like to see Zion take the LeBron James approach to his body. If he's willing to do that, sky's the limit, how good he can be, and he could be the face of the league. But if he does not take that type of approach, it will not happen. Then with Giannis, you're talking about a guy who's a two-time MVP, and I think he's probably maxed out. And what I mean by that, if I look at the last 2 years, he was great. In the playoffs, he underachieved in the playoffs. And this season, it's the same thing. Giannis dominates in the open court. We see all these great things by him, but he still struggles when it's money time to score. He's still not a very good free throw shooter. He doesn't shoot the three well. He's still yet to establish a middle game, which is a mid-range jump shot or a post-up game. So I don't think neither guy. I think what the league does have is a collection of 15, 20 good young players. It's no LeBron James, Kevin Durant, or Steph Curry's right now.
All right, so we were talking in the break, and I was like, Antoine, who's Zion's comp ceiling? Is it Barkley, which seems to be the closest one? But if I ask you who's Giannis's comp ceiling, if he starts to add moves, I don't know if we have anyone, Nick. I don't know if we've seen anyone like him. But it's a huge but. We're like, if Giannis adds a three-point shot, he would be unstoppable. And next thing you know, he's bombing from Steph Curry range, bouncing it off the corner of the glass where the logo is that you can touch in high school as a nice highlight. He's not a great shooter. He's shooting about 29% from three. So I think Giannis wants to be great in sort of like next level, but I don't know if we've seen him with like a go-to post move. He's got to go to that Akeem Olajuwon camp in the summer, or that nice three-point shot. We still haven't seen it. So I'm still going Giannis here, but I still want to see. There seems to be a lot of steps that he needs to get to be extra great.
Okay, I'll try to be as fast as I can here because I have a lot to say. This was an unbelievable game last night. People should go back and watch it. Zion in the first half was unstoppable. I'll get to my answer in a moment, but before that, I have to be a bad teammate because what actually happened in the break was before all that, Wildes was like, the best player. I thought Giannis was back-to-back MVP. I thought he put a crown on. I thought he was one defensive player of the year. LeBron's still the best player? And I dared him to come out with that take on the air, and he was a coward. He's a coward. I don't care that you're back home, you've been sick. I don't care. Wildes had a great take ready, which was Giannis is already the best player. And now he's like, he's 29% from three, so I don't know. Cowardly take. If you should have gone with it. That's secondable. The other point that I wanted to make is
Hey, we're back. I cut you off,
sorry. Hey, everybody. I don't know what just happened there. Wildes kicked out the cord. Wildes kicked out the cord because he was so mad that I was revealing that he was a coward and a liar. But we're back now. Now, to the Zion point. Here's the thing. Brandon. Zion's
Can we just go back to the studio,
old.
Please? When are we going back to the studio?
I know.
When is this virtual thing over?
20 years old. My concern with Giannis is this, because Jenna will remember this. This was year one of our show. Before Giannis had won an MVP, I said Giannis was a year and a half away from taking the crown from LeBron James. Giannis since then has won 2 league MVPs and is further from the crown than ever before because you cannot see any evolution in the game. I love Giannis.
There you go.
But when you lost in the playoffs for back-to-back years because your game didn't evolve, and this year, Brandon, it looks like his game didn't evolve, I've got to say Zion because it's just an untapped gold mine of 20-year-old raw ability who is still figuring things out. So if I've got to pick one of these two guys, Brandon, I'm going to go with Zion because there's so much more upside. And Giannis, I love him. He hasn't added that piece, and you start to wonder if he can.
Hey, Antoine, real quick, because I know we're up against the break. Do you think that Giannis's raw athleticism actually hurts his development? Where we've seen guys who are just superstar athletes come in the league and just sort of like, well, I can get to the hoop with this little spin move. I'm not necessarily prioritizing more of the finesse game. If I'm so good, I can do this. And it's actually maybe as he gets a little bit older and his physical gifts just go down a little bit, he'll have to go to those moves. So do you think his athleticism actually hurts him in a way?
No, I think when you continue to get eliminated early in the playoffs, when the expectations is to get to the finals, then that shows it all right there. That's no excuse. And he's got 2 MVPs, so it makes it very difficult to tell a guy who's got those awards that he needs to improve. But he needs to improve. He's like I say, he's probably maxed out on what he on the basketball court because we haven't seen the improvement. You got to get in the gym and make the improvement. LeBron James did it. All the great players have done it. He has to do it.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from First Things First, or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.